the meals.
You're just
Everybody, you can do that. What the big
Actually 15, really 14 sales floors, and there were others.
Welcome to Senior Break. I'm Dawn Medici with Oxford Township Parks and Recreation Senior Center, and with me today is Belinda Aiello, and as our guest and co-host today, because Marie May from Addison Township was not able to join us. So welcome, Belinda. Thank you for coming today.
Thank you, and thank you for having me out today.
Yeah, so we're going to chat with Belinda, or I'm going to chat with Belinda today, and we're going to share with all of you some great information about Medicare. So please let everybody know who you are, where you're located, and what it is that you do with Medicare.
Okay. I am, again, Belinda Aiello, and I'm an independent insurance agent. My specialty is Medicare. Our office is in Metamora, up on Dryden Road, right next to the Choice One Bank, and we have 6 local agents who work with us. We're all independent, and one of the give-backs that we have going with our community is giving a seminar a couple times a year. We're doing one coming up at Oxford Township Senior Center, and it's called Medicare Made Easy.
Yes, and I believe we have that scheduled for Wednesday, March the 13th.
Yes.
At 6:30. So everyone is welcome to join in on that.
Right, and it's a great opportunity if you don't know about Medicare to come on out. It's a 1-hour free crash course, I call it. And we give you the ABCs and Ds of Medicare.
Right, so all of your answers can be answered at that time because there are so many Medicare options and leaves with people with questions. So this would be a great opportunity to get those answered.
It really is. It gives people an opportunity. We can walk you through from the beginning to the end. From applying for a Medicare card and then discussing your options all the way through.
Yeah, so come out and join us for that great seminar in March. So, all right, well, I've got a lot of questions, and I'm sure you've got some great answers.
Okay, so, I'll try.
What about all of the Medicare plans? How do you determine what would make sense for me?
Okay.
Or somebody walking into your location?
Well, typically we talk to people about what their needs are, what their health has been like, what they foresee in the future that they will need. We also take a look at all the prescription medications that a person takes, and based on all that information, we can help them make a decision as to a plan that would be appropriate.
So would there be homework for me as the individual to prepare all of that information, like my medications and what type of ailments I might have? I mean, would all of that benefit when we would sit down and talk about a plan for me?
Typically, when a person comes out to our office, we would ask them to bring a list of their doctors.
Okay.
So regular doctors, specialists, foot doctors, dermatologists, also dentists, because some plans may have dental benefits.
Okay.
Eye doctors, and also a list of medications.
Okay.
And that way we can help them find a plan that would be beneficial for them based on health and finances.
Okay. All right, well that's good to know. And then at that point, once you've reviewed all of that, what's then the next step?
Once we've reviewed that, then we can pick out a plan or two that we feel would work for them based on everything, and we would go over the summary of the benefits with a person, and then they can make a decision from there what way they would like to go.
All right.
I will say that we help people also, in addition to just the Medicare, we let people know about the Extra Help program.
Okay.
It's low income subsidy, and it's run through the Social Security Administration.
Right.
Based on your income and your resources, some people qualify
Okay.
for this status, which will actually lower copays for prescription medication. They also send the application on to the Medicare savings program. Some people qualify to have their Medicare Part B premium either partially or fully taken away based on income. So
Okay.
it can be very helpful for somebody who's of lower income.
All right.
So we let everybody know about that program during our seminar.
Okay.
We also let the high wage earners know about the income-related monthly adjustment. So if you've been a high wage earner for a few years before you retire and take your Medicare, you will pay more for your Medicare Part B premium than someone that was not a real high earner. And
That's
so
interesting.
it's interesting, and it's, you know, a lot of people don't realize that that's what can happen to you. So initially, you might get a letter from Social Security that says, okay, we're going to take the Medicare Part B premium out of your check, which this year it's $174.40, and then a couple weeks later, they get another letter that says, based on your income from 2 years ago, your adjusted gross income, we are now going to charge you a different rate for your Medicare premium. So those are all things we address in our seminar.
All right, so tell me a little bit more about the Social Security taking those funds out. What is the benefit for them to do that
Okay.
for me as an individual?
So when you turn 65 and you're ready to take your Medicare, if you are collecting Social Security at that time,
Okay,
they will automatically deduct the Medicare Part B premium from your check each month.
but that's only if
Only if you're drawing.
okay,
Now, if you're a person that's going to wait till your full Social Security retirement age, then you're going to get a bill for your Medicare.
all right,
Typically, they would like a quarterly payment. I do understand that sometimes if a person can't make the quarterly payment, you
Right.
can pay by month.
all right,
Also, if you're not collecting Social Security when you're ready to take Medicare, you have to apply for Medicare. You will not automatically get a Medicare card in the mail at
Okay.
age 65.
so that's something that you have to be cognizant to and
Right.
be prepared that if you know you're not going to draw on Social Security, that you have to apply for Medicare. What if I don't apply for Medicare at 65? Then would there, I mean, I
Well-
don't know enough about it, so.
Right.
So,
So if you don't have group coverage through an employer, or you're not on an individual plan, and you're on, you become Medicare age,
okay,
if you don't have credible coverage with some other company for healthcare,
Yeah.
then you may get the Medicare Part B and Part D penalty.
oh,
So it's very important that when you turn 65, you're either covered under a group plan.
right,
If you're on an individual plan, maybe you're self-employed,
all right,
you may want to switch over to Medicare at that
at that
point.
Okay,
Now, if you are on marketplace individual coverage, under the Affordable Care Act, you must switch to Medicare,
okay,
or you would get a penalty for not doing so.
all right.
Okay?
Yeah, that's great information. Me being so new to all of this, I'm not quite to 65 or retirement age yet, but it's good information to have so that I can prepare accordingly.
Yes, and we will advise people, that they can call and make an appointment with Social Security to add their Medicare. You can also do it online.
Okay, wow,
So,
great information.
right.
All right, well, we have to take a break, so we'll be back in a moment to discuss Medicare Made Easy with Belinda.
Thank you.
Yes. All right, welcome back to Senior Break. Before the break, we were talking about penalties and how to avoid them. So that was great information, so thank you very much.
Sure.
I know direct mail, TV ads, your phone ringing off the hook from people reaching out and saying, or businesses reaching out and saying, I can do this for you.
Right.
So tell us a little bit about those particular types of, I guess, cold calls or direct mail that we may get.
Yes. People that are turning 65 are literally bombarded by mailers, by telephone calls of people trying to sell them a Medicare plan. I have customers who call all the time and say, I was watching TV and can I get a flex card for food? Can I get this or that? A few clients have actually been talked into changing their plan over the phone. So what I say about that is, you want to deal with someone in person,
Right.
someone local who
Right.
knows our doctor networks
Right.
in our area and really talks about your needs, because I feel that when people are trying to make a sale over the phone, they're trying to do it quickly.
And they don't have your best interest.
Many times no, and they don't know you, they don't know your community and what's available to you.
The hospitals, the doctors, all
Right.
of those types of things.
Right, so sometimes people sign up over the phone and then they will call the next month and say, oh, I made a mistake, I signed up for a plan
Yeah.
and now my doctor doesn't take it, can you help me?
Wow.
And sometimes we can, sometimes we cannot. It just depends on what election period we are in for Medicare at the time.
Sure.
So I say the junk mail, throw it out.
All right.
Don't answer the phone. Or if you answer the phone, the minute you realize it's a sales call, hang up. Because a lot of times, if you say the word yes, they can lock you into something that you don't want.
All right. Wow, that's great information.
Right.
So, all right, well, let's now talk about veterans. Are there plans, special or plans for veterans?
Yes, there are there's several carriers that have Medicare Advantage plans out for veterans. So if a veteran wants to get their prescriptions through the VA and not have drug coverage, they can. They can get a Medicare Advantage medical only plan that doesn't include drugs. The nice part about those plans, they give the veteran a rebate into their Social Security every month. It's called a Part B give back.
Okay.
Those run between $50 and about $100 a month. So if you're a person who's already getting your medication through the veterans, you can get on an MA only plan, Medicare Advantage only medical,
Okay.
get $100, $70 back in your Social Security every month, which everybody would benefit
yes.
from that.
That would be nice.
Then they can still utilize the free gym membership, the dental cleanings and dental benefits, eyeglass coverage for the exam and the frames, and some other benefits like over-the-counter products that they can order. And they don't even have to use the medical side of it. If they want to still go to the VA, they can,
All right.
but they can still have the plan.
Well, that's great.
Yes.
Wow, what a great program for veterans.
It really is.
So, all right, well, good. Now, you mentioned about Medicare Advantage just a moment ago. So
Yes.
what's the difference between Medicare Supplement and Medicare Advantage?
Okay. So Medicare Supplement would be when you go to the doctor, you would present your Medicare card.
Okay,
That would cover 80%.
all right,
Then you purchase a Medicare Supplement plan that covers the other 20%. So you're paying Medicare Part B every month. Everyone on Medicare pays that, $174. and then you would pay a supplemental premium for that other 20%, and then you would have to buy a prescription drug plan. So you have basically 3 payments every month.
Okay.
And
one
the-
for the Medicare.
Yep.
One for the supplement and one for the drugs.
Right.
Okay.
And then the Medicare supplement typically has a very small deductible each year. Once you meet that deductible, everything else is covered.
All right.
With a Medicare supplement, you can go to any doctor who will bill Medicare. There are no doctor networks with Medicare supplement.
Okay.
So you're open to go out of the state, in the state, anywhere you want
All right. Well, that's
for
good.
care.
That's good to know because we do have a lot of seniors that travel or are snowbirds and go
Right.
down south or out west during the winter months.
Right.
So that's a plus for
Yes,
that
that
program.
is. And then the Medicare Advantage, that is like your typical HMO or PPO plan, kind of like people under 65 have.
Okay.
Those plans that we typically work with have no premium at all.
Wow.
So, but you pay co-payment and co-insurance as you go. So how that one works is you pay your Medicare
Okay.
every month, and then nothing for the Medicare Advantage unless you add an additional dental and vision plan. You might pay a little bit, but if you go to your primary care doctor, it's typically $0.
All right.
Whether it's a wellness visit or an illness visit or an injury visit, with the primary it would be $0. With specialists it could be $35 to $50 co-payment.
Copay. Okay.
You will also pay co-payments to go to the hospital, taking an ambulance, skilled nursing, durable medical equipment. You pay percentages on certain things or co-pays.
So is doing the supplement or the Advantage one better than the other? Or, I mean, because it really doesn't sound like it if you're getting pretty much.
It's personal preference,
Okay.
number one, and also based on, am I a person that's going to need a lot of medical attention
Okay.
and care? So the Advantage plan, a lot of people that are healthier might opt for that. They might say, oh, I only go to my doctor once a year. I don't need to pay
A month.
a monthly premium.
Gotcha.
Or you might be a person that says, I don't mind paying that because I want to be able to go to any doctor anywhere, anytime I want.
All right. I understand now.
Okay?
Yes.
So the Advantage plans are HMOs or PPOs.
Right.
You can travel out of state with a PPO and establish a doctor if you need to.
Okay.
If the doctor will go ahead and do that for you. You know,
Sure.
will bill Medicare
Okay.
to your plan.
All right.
So-
Do all HMO and PPOs accept Medicare? I mean, or is there only like certain doctors that you can then go to? I'm not sure. Or same like with dentists or eye doctors. Are some take that and some may not?
First of all, an agent would have to look up all your doctors
Okay.
to see which Medicare plan, Medicare Advantage plan they would take,
Okay.
that they were in network with. And then different carriers have different dental plans attached to their Medicare plan.
All right.
So you would have to look up the dentist and see if they were with the plan.
Okay. So,
So it takes some time to get everything in line for a person.
okay.
And then, again, looking up your prescription medications, making sure that they're under the formulary for the carrier. Medicare does not have one standard formulary for prescription drugs, unfortunately.
Okay.
Every carrier has their own
All
formulary.
right. Gotcha.
So you want to make sure that the prescriptions that you take are in the formulary,
All right.
okay?
Yeah, that's more great information. So we are going to commercial and we will be right back.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Welcome back to Senior Break. So, helping people and assess their needs is really important to you and your group from Medicare Choices.
Yes.
So we've talked a little bit about the supplement and the Advantage plan. So is there any extra or other benefits to having Medicare?
Sure. With the Medicare Advantage plans, and I'm sure many people have seen on television, most include dental, so you can have your teeth cleaned twice a year. Some even provide extra comprehensive dental, maybe $1,500 or $3,000 additional dollars, where if you do have to have comprehensive dental work, like a crown or a root canal,
Right.
fillings, it may be covered completely or it might be covered at 50%, which is really, either way, it's a great dental benefit.
Okay.
Most of the Advantage plans also have over-the-counter product, a stipend that they give to the beneficiary every quarter. It could be anywhere from $80 to $125.
And so that $80 to $125 that's given out quarterly for over-the-counter stuff, like what are we talking over-the-counter stuff? Are we like reading glasses?
Yes,
Or
yes. Anything at the drugstore that is not a prescription drug. It could be toothpaste, it could be mouthwash,
Okay.
it can be socks that people wear who have diabetes. They're compression socks.
Right.
It could be a wrist guard if you have carpal tunnel, some reading glasses, cold medication, vitamins and supplements.
Oh, that,
There's quite a few things. Some have a little bit of a food benefit. If you qualify with a chronic condition or two, you may be able to use your money toward healthy foods.
oh, that
So
would be a
some of the
great benefit.
carriers send a debit card, which they load up every quarter. Some do it every month, and people can go to Meijer or Walmart or Kroger and scan their card and pay for the things they want. That's a great benefit.
It is, sounds like a great benefit.
Right, and then the Medicare Advantage plans all come with vision benefits where you would get a yearly eye exam if you need it. There's benefits for frames and lenses
All right.
that they, it may not pay for a full set of glasses, but it might pay a couple hundred toward it.
All right.
Hearing aid benefits as well. What else? Just quite a few. And the gym membership.
Oh, yes, gym membership.
So you've heard of
So-
Silver Sneakers,
Yes.
Renew Fit, Silver and Fit. Most of the carriers provide a gym membership for Medicare Advantage recipients.
Okay.
Also, the Medicare supplement.
All right, I was going to ask, what about the supplement?
Yes, they are providing some of them, Silver Sneakers, Renew Fit, Silver and Fit.
Right.
And people can go to, their local YMCA or Anytime Fitness.
Or your local senior center.
Or yes, a lot of the senior centers have Silver Sneaker
Yep.
classes.
Yeah.
Some of the community centers. So there's no excuse not to be active
Right.
when you're a senior.
Right. And that's important.
Very important. So there are some great benefits. Unfortunately, the supplement does not come with dental and vision or hearing, which is embedded in the supplement plan, but most of them have a buy-up available for you.
Okay.
If
So
you
still
want to.
have that option.
Yes,
All right, that's good to know.
right.
Wow, this is a lot of great information. You've answered a lot of questions and explained a lot about the differences between Medicare Supplement and Medicare Advantage plans.
Right.
So again, we're going to do these Medicare Made Easy seminars. First one's going to be held at the Oxford Senior Center on March the 13th from 6:30 to 7:30. We ask that you give the Parks and Recreation office a call at 248-628-1720 just to get registered. It is free,
Yes.
but Belinda would just like to prepare so that she has enough information to share, packets to share with everybody.
Yes.
She'll also be out at the Lapeer District Library at the Marguerite D'Angeli branch on Monday, March the 18th, 6 to 7 p.m. And to contact them at 810-664-6971. And then also out at the Lapeer District Library, the Metamora branch.
Yes.
Wednesday, March the 27th, and 6 to 7 p.m. And you can reach out to 810-664-6971 to get signed up for that location. So if you can't make Oxford and you still have some questions, there's some other opportunities for you to get out and get the information that you need.
Yes, and if you can't make any of these seminars, you can always call us. Come in and talk to us. We are happy to give you the same education that we give at the seminars in our office.
All right.
And
what's
sit
the
down.
phone number at the office?
I'll give you my cell phone number,
Okay.
248-318-5866. And the office phone number is 810-212-1500.
All right. Well, thank you for all of that information.
No problem. And Dawn, I just wanted to say, we really try to make these seminars fun. Obviously, we have to hit on all the education.
Right.
But we bring a lot of giveaways. We do a raffle. We have snacks. So we just make the hour fun for people.
Right. So let's say I can't make any of these 3 dates. Can I just show up at your location? Like you said, I could call, I can make an appointment.
Right? You can call and make an appointment. You can take your chances of driving up and coming in. I can't guarantee that that an agent's going to be available every minute, because we do appointments out of our office, especially for seniors that have trouble with transportation or health problems where they can't drive. We do make home calls and visit people.
That's good to know too.
Right.
So again, as we mentioned a little bit ago about all of these ads that you see on TV, the phone calls, or direct mail that you may receive, remember that it's important to speak with somebody like Belinda, somebody local that lives in your community, knows the community, knows all the hospitals throughout the Detroit metro area.
Right, because Dawn, we have the local agents right here in Oxford, in Lake Orion, in Metamora, but we also have agents on the west side of the state. We have agents down in the Shelby Township area, Sterling Heights,
Yes.
Brighton, everywhere.
Yeah.
So you definitely want to talk to a real person.
Yes, because
In person.
Yes, because that is where you're going to get the most benefit and the plan that is right for you.
Right,
And you want people to be happy with what they have.
yes.
Make sure it fits their needs. So please reach out to Belinda, and she can point you in the right direction. Whether it's your parent that might live on the west side of the state that needs some assistance, or on the east side. So
Right.
thank you so much.
No problem at all.
A
Thanks
lot of
for having me
information
today.
Yes, thank you for coming out, and we will see you on March the 13th at the Oxford Senior Center. So thank you again,
Thank you.
and till next time.
Thanks for having me.
Yes.